Hey, it's Josephine from the Pointe shop. I am at Ballet West today and I'm hanging out with Katlyn Addison, and we're going to show you guys how she prepares her pointe shoes for the stage and what she does in order for her to have the perfect pair of pointe shoes.
Well, I wear block heritage shoes. They're stock, really simple, nothing special.
It's pretty rare to have a professional ballerina that just wears completely stock shoes. But these are the type of shoes that you could probably just get from me. It's like just right out of the box. There's no customs on there.
Yes.
Block is actually quite easy to customize. But if you don't need it, you don't need it.
Yeah.
So she's size 5, which like translates to about a 7 or so, but really narrow because she only has 1X. So you have really narrow feet,
yes,
really tiny feet.
I do, tiny toes.
Yeah, and then a lot of people wear their shoes a little bit tighter too when you're a professional dancer, so you might like that a little bit more squished. So you have about 4 pairs right now.
Yes.
And do you rotate between the different pointe shoes?
Yeah, depending on the ballet that I do, I will, and how it fits to my foot, that's the shoe I will wear. And then also, like, this pair is extremely dead. It's a little bit musher. So if I'm doing a ballet, like a neoclassical piece or more contemporary, but still in pointe shoes, love these.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are so dead. Like, and it's funny because like the shoe shape, you really morph it.
Yeah, those actually I wore for Jewels when we were in Minneapolis, and halfway through the performance, they were like just crumbled on me. But that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yes.
So thank goodness for the shoes.
Yes, because you know, pointe shoes are made like paper mache. It's just glue and paste and paper and everything. So they morph into this strange shape. And if you look at a brand new shoe,
comparing.
Oh my gosh, look at
this.
this.
On that.
It's so crazy. So this is like, it's actually tilted a little bit, the platform, and it's like squished into this like strange shape.
I know.
So is this your left or your right shoe?
So this is the right shoe.
So that's the right?
And this is left. And you can see like the one that I'm balancing on more often or turning on, and
Yeah, you can tell like which one the left and the right is by how you wore out your shoes. When you're getting a pointe shoe fitting, it's really important to bring your old shoe with you because depending on how you break your shoe and how your shoes change, it tells you a story of how you break in your shoes and how you dance.
Yeah.
This is probably like way too soft for like a classical piece.
Yes, definitely for a classical piece, and it would also be risky, you know, stress fractures and all that stuff. So no, it would be just like neoclassical contemporary work, or I would actually not wear those anymore.
Everyone has like a different dead point depending on how flexible and how strong you are. Obviously, Katlyn is a professional dancer, so she's extremely strong, so she can wear something like this without hurting herself too much. But a lot of dancers that are in training, if you wear your shoes past a certain dead point, you could get stress fractures.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So definitely don't wear your shoes past its dead point too long, or you can actually risk an injury because these are supposed to support you. Do you do different things to your pointe shoes depending on what you know you're going to wear these for?
No, I actually do the same routine for every single pair of brand new pointe shoes, and basically looking at this, and basically I will put them on at home or in the studio, and I'll figure out which one's for the right or the left.
There's always a slight difference.
A slight difference. And after that, I'll flip it over, and then I like to pop it out, pop out this part because I like to pop the screw. So I'll also 3/4 cut it myself. And then I only like to take out, because there's in block pointe shoes, there's 2 layers. So I only like to take off the top layer. I'll keep the brown layer and just take off the red layer.
Yes.
And then I don't like the screw in the shoe, so I will pop out the screw. And then I just put it right back down. I go ahead and step on the shoe. So I step on the top part and I step on the side. And then inside the block shoe, the heritage, they have like a little cushion, a little padding in the toe.
Yeah, there's a little toe cushion at the end of the platform.
Exactly, and I know some dancers may like it, but I don't, because I like to feel the floor. So I'll just take it out.
Yes.
And then
Voila.
This is my pointe shoe, and I'll wet it around where my demi-point would hit just so that it breaks in a little bit more, but that's all I do.
Even though your shoes are a 1X, they're really narrow. After you step on it and then you press the box and everything, it gets a little bit softer, a little bit wider.
Just a little bit, yes, exactly. It expands a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so they're a lot more comfortable after you start breaking them. It's already a really low vamp. I know the fabric comes up a little bit higher, but it's a really low vamp, and the wings are pretty low too. So this is usually great do you have pretty short toes?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so if you have really short toes, if you have a really long vamp, sometimes it's really difficult to roll through.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so the shorter vamp really helps Katlyn roll through her feet, make sure that everything is comfortable and nothing's like pressing or hurting or anything.
Yeah.
And even though the vamp and the wings are already short, you add the water.
Yeah.
So you can manipulate your feet even more.
So they feel like they're like my hands.
Yeah, exactly. Very simple, very quick. You did it so fast. Now this is the little screw that she pulled out. Almost every point shoe has this, and any traditionally made point shoe has this. And depending on what kind of point shoe it is, it's sitting in a different spot. So some tacks will be at the very end, some will be at the 3/4 point, and some will be almost in the middle. So depending on how the shoe is made, it's in a different spot. But for you, it's a great indicator to know where you want the 3/4 because it sits right at the 3/4 mark for the heritage. Okay, so can I see these on you?
Sure, yeah.